Season 8 of Superior Angling TV is brought to you by Eskimo Ice Fishing Gear. There are a few instances where we travel south of the 47th parallel to chase fish. There's just something about venturing north, away from people and into the unknown. However, there is one lake to the south that has our attention, and that is Mille Lacs. This expansive body of water possesses some incredible potential early ice. All right, our trusty Aluma trailer has got us here. It's time to unload, get things packed up, get on the ice. Hopefully some fish are waiting. All right, let's go. Right, we have arrived. So the plan for today is to chase walleyes. We've done panfish the past couple of weeks, and quite frankly, I'm a little bit tired of it. So we're gonna change things up and go after walleyes here this morning. I do not like the weather that we have. Walleyes through the ice are extremely finicky they're just extremely finicky to begin with, right? Especially when you have changing weather patterns, right? As you guys have seen, it's 40 degrees for a couple days, and then it's 0 degrees, and then it's 40 degrees again, and then it's 0 degrees. Like, that's not good. And then you have wind with that, which we have right now. Not ideal. And we have clouds, which I don't like for walleyes on Mille Lacs, or walleyes anywhere. The odds are stacked against us, but I'm pretty over fishing panfish. We need a change. We need something bigger. We need something a little bit better. And for me, that's walleyes. And Mille Lacs can provide a good early ice bite. I don't know if we're going to see that here or not today, but we're going to set lines. We're going to try to make something happen and see what we can find out. So yeah, we're going to get some holes drilled, get some rods unpacked. We're going to show you our approach to a lake like this. Yes, it's dark right now. Yes, you have to rely on that morning and evening bites. Again, that's just walleye fishing anywhere through the ice. Morning and evening is your best. So we're out here early. Let's get set up and get lines in the water. Stick with us. It's going to be good. Let's see what we've got going here. It's at 16, 17, 18 feet. Okay, so we're gonna set an iFish Pro here. Oh, that wind is just nasty. We're gonna set an iFish Pro with a sucker minnow. I like a mix of sucker minnows and chubs. Walleyes on Mille Lacs really like sucker minnows. I gotta find the right size one though. So like that, to me, that's a perfect size for a sucker minnow for Mille Lacs walleyes. And I don't know, I know a lot of guys use shiners. I do not have good luck with shiners. Number one, they're crazy expensive and they die easy. And number two, I feel like every time I buy them and use them, I never get bit. So I love a sucker minnow. So a mix of suckers and chubs. We're just gonna make sure he's swimming good. Yep, he's doing good. And we're gonna send this down there. And again, Mille Lacs is very, very clear water. So we like to have this bait up about 2 to 3 feet off bottom. And let that minnow swim and try to get the attention of a passing walleye. All right, now along with our set lines, we're going to jig as well. So 2 rods per person in the winter time. One of my favorite colors on Mille Lacs is white and pink. This is the Northern Coffin spoon. You know, any brand of lure works. I always recommend use what you have confidence in, right? A Lindy Flyer is very, very good as well. Custom Jigs and Spins, Slender Spoon, all great baits, right? But I love something white and pink is kind of my go-to out here. That's where my confidence is. So on our jigging spoons, we're just going to hook a minnow head on there and try to rattle in a walleye. So we're gonna hook our minnow head on just like that. Early season like this, we're just targeting shoreline structure. You know, it's kind of risky to run out to the middle of the lake and find those and fish those flats. Yes, there's probably fish on them, but it's a long ways out there, and you know, with how warm it's been lately, it's too risky for me. And there should be plenty of fish to be caught near shore here. So that's what we're gonna do, is kind of stick it out near shore structure, targeting that 15 to 20 feet of water depth, and you know, in hopes that some walleyes are moving around. So there's a finicky fooler. There we go. We just got done setting this. Super cool device. Works very similar to an iFish Pro. Yeah, there's weight there. There's some weight there. Got him. There we go, man. Second walleye of the morning. Josh just got a nice 16, 17 incher. And this one was not too long after it. So yeah, it feels like it's gonna be another, not a giant, but hopefully it'll be in that 18 to 20 slot. I'm gonna be hungry for some fish tacos. There's our stop. Come on, baby. Ooh, that wind is nasty. First walleye of the year for me though. This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. First walleye of the year. Yeah, that's a nice walleye. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're gonna put him on the tape because he's gonna be close. He might be a little bit under 18, but we're hungry for some walleyes. That's cool. That treble hook right in the nose. Yeah, awesome. Look at that. And that was on a chub minnow, so it just pays to run a mixture of sucker minnows and chubs. And you know, if you guys want shiners, because you never know what they want to bite, let's measure this fish. And if he's 18, he's gonna be lunch. That's cool. Great start to the day. I love it. Got him. That fish hit good. That fish hit good. That's what we like to see. Give me a decent head shake. It's not a giant, but yeah, that's not a bad walleye. That's not a bad walleye there, man. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. That's that pink and white spoon that I like. And that's a awesome Mille Lacs walleye. I think we got to measure him quick again. Let's measure this fish quick. See if it's in that slot that we can keep. And survey says no. A little bit small. That fish has to go back, which is a-okay. There it goes. Perfect. When it's cold like this, quickly measure those fish. Get them back in there. That's a good walleye though. That was a chunky fish. A little bit shorter than I thought, but it was a healthy fish, which made it seem a little bit bigger. But that's a good sign. These fish are starting to starting to eat and starting to push up here onto the structure. So off to my right, we have 25, 26, 27 feet, and then we're sitting like 18 to 20. So kind of my thoughts are that, you know, low light, those fish kind of push up here and or whenever they want to feed, right? Push up here and chase bait, chase perch. A lot of little walleye, tiny little walleyes down there too. So yeah, that's not a bad start. Not a bad start. Hopefully there's some bigger things down there that we're gonna see today, but hey, I'll take through the ice. I'll take 15, 16, 17 inch walleyes all day long. Like, that's fun, that's fun. Ice season is here, right? Good ice in the majority of spots around the state. We can get out here and now we can start chasing walleyes, which are one of my favorite species to target through the ice. If you guys are looking to gear up for the walleye season, stop into Marine General in Duluth. The hands down best selection of spoons, rods, reels. My favorite part about Marine General is the staff is knowledgeable. They're gonna help you, they'll tell you what's working, they'll show you how to rig up your reels. Whatever you guys need, Marine General can take care of you from an ice fishing perspective. So some of the best baits, you know, everything from Northland, Custom Jigs and Spins, Rapala, VMC, we got, you know, just whatever, right? Great, great baits. They are fully stocked and ready to get you on the ice. Let's catch a walleye. Walleyes of any size are fun to catch through the ice, but it's not what you come to Mille Lacs for. We knew something bigger and better must be swimming below. There's an eye fish. There we go. This is what we've been waiting for. This is what we've been waiting for. There he is. That's heavy. That's heavy. Those are big head shakes. That's what. Yep. There's a lot of right going on here. It's heavy fish. This is not a 12 to 16 and 12. I hope we have good hooks in there. It's such a crapshoot. Like this is the right one. This is the right one. This eye fish was up in 15 feet of water, a little bit shallower than where we're jigging. This is a heavy fish. This is what we need, man. This is what we need, and this is why you come to Mille Lacs for. There's our bobber stop. So it took out a little line there. It took out a little line by the time it could get here. Come on. Yeah, it's going back down the bottom. If it's a walleye, it should be, you know, north of 22 or 23 inches there. Barely hooked. Barely hooked. Barely hooked. Look at that walleye. That right there is why you come to Mille Lacs. That's what we're out here after. And look at guys, we got pretty lucky because that treble hook is right in the tip of its mouth. That's a stud of a walleye. What a fish. That's what Mille Lacs is all about. Big hen, she's got eggs in her. We're gonna get this hook out of here, get her back down. That is a special, special fish, man. That's why you come to Mille Lacs right there. That's a perfect representation of the potential that's in this lake and what you can come to expect. My line is off the reel. It's stuck on that knot. Dude, what is going on? That fish peeled all my line off this reel. We just got done catching that 25, and I see this one. This rod's about in the water because it literally took all the line off the reel. No way. That's lucky. That's nothing but luck. This is on a big sucker minnow too. We were running over here and the rod was in the holder of the eye fish, and the rod, like I almost saw it go into the water. And I'm like, that's weird because usually you have your drag set on these, the bait feeder, but no wonder why. We were completely out of line. Like there's so much weight there. Like you think if it was a big pike or a big muskie, it'd make a run that I couldn't stop by now. But it's heavy. Did you see that? Like, it does those head. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I'm starting to be skeptical that this is a walleye. It's just so. Do you see when it shook its head? How much distance is like? How much slack line I had? And like I can't lift it right. This is nuts. Yeah, I don't know. I'm skeptical. I'm thinking it could be a big gator. And you never know what you're gonna catch. Some guys catch huge muskies through the ice. There's big pike, there's big perch, there's big walleyes. Like, you get it all here on Mille Lacs. Like, this fish has significant power. Oh no, it's a big pike. It's a big pike. Oh, a big gator. A big gator. That's cool. That's cool. Cue the Jaws music. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, look at that pike! Back-to-back giant fish here on Mille Lacs. That's why you come here, man. Big old gator. Look at that. That's pretty cool. Essentially a double, a 25-inch walleye followed up by a pike that's pushing 10, 15 pounds. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. My hand is so numb, I can't feel a thing. But look at that. That is success out here on Mille Lacs. Let's get that fish back. Who knows what's gonna come next, right? That's cool. There he hit it. Doesn't feel all that big, but it's a walleye. It's a walleye. It's so fun to make that switch from panfish to walleyes. Take things up a notch, and yeah, look at that. Nice. Not a bad fish at all. Choke that pink and white spoon, one of my favorite colors out here on Mille Lacs. He absolutely engulfed that bait. We're gonna grab some pliers, get him back. But yeah, again, not a bad fish at all. I'll take an early season walleye like that any day. Let's get you another one. Come on there, come on up. Come on up. There he did. There he did. He took a little bit of coaxing, but he finally sealed the deal. They're chewing that pink and white today. They're chewing it. Again, not what you necessarily come to Mille Lacs for, but it's early season walleye action amongst some crazy conditions. And there's really no surprise to me that these fish are a little bit off, just with this weather we're having, right? It rains, it's windy, it's hot one day, cold the next, just crazy conditions that can kind of throw walleyes off. If I was on any other lake, this would be a perfect fish to bring home and cook for dinner. But here on Mille Lacs, under the slot, we're gonna get that one back. Northern Minnesota, that would be like, that's what you want. Like, that's ideal. Nice little 15, 16 incher for a fish fry. That is, that's what you come out here specifically to catch. But on Mille Lacs, you come out here for different things, but hey, it's not every day you catch the big ones, so we're not gonna complain at all. But again, just tipping this Northern pink and white spoon with the minnow head and sending it down there and jigging until these fish come in. Again, really clear water here, so we like to jig a little bit higher to try to get their attention. And yeah, not a bad fish. That's what we're looking for. Now, the whole purpose of these rods is to see the weight of that fish on the tip and reel down to him. There's the weight right there. There we are. And I don't need an overly powerful hook set. I'm not looking for that huge hook set, especially with these sucker minnows. Yeah, good head shakes. Not gonna be a giant, but it feels like a good fish. Yeah, that's a good fish. That's a good fish. Mille Lacs walleyes, man. It's something I look forward to every year. You never know how fishing is going to be because walleyes are so temperamental in the wintertime, especially when we get weather like this that's hot one day and cold the next. Yes, yes, yes. That's a nice walleye. Right there. Yeah, that's a beautiful, beautiful walleye. Look at that fish. And that right there is why you don't want to set the hook too hard. That treble hook barely in the tip of his nose. Just barely. And that looks like it could be an eater. We might put him on a tape measure because that looks like it could be a candidate for some Field and Flame fish tacos. I don't know. We're gonna measure him. That's awesome. That's a good walleye. That's what we're after. That's what ice fishing Mille Lacs is all about. It's just a great chance to get out here and catch walleyes, right? And near shore this time of year, it's a special bite. Some years are better than others, right? But you never know what you're gonna run into. That's a great walleye. Let's rebait and get back down there. The midday and evening bite was, well, non-existent, except for masses of 4 to 8 inch walleyes that were literally biting nonstop. Luckily for us, walleye tacos were on the list to keep us busy and well fed. There's truly no fresher lunch than a walleye caught a few hours prior. That there is the saddest closing fish we've ever had on Superior Angling. But this is what we're talking about all day long when we say that us, along with everyone else we've talked to on this lake the past day, has been catching walleyes of that size. I guess it's a good sign for years down the road, but where are the bigger fish? We have not seen them today, right? So many of those little fish, which I guess is good for the longevity and health of the whole lake. But man, that was a tough midday and evening bite with essentially no walleyes caught over 7 inches. So yeah, I don't know. These lakes take you by surprise sometimes. You never know what you're gonna run into, especially, coming here on, no information, right? We just come here and you just roll the dice and see what happens. But, overall, pretty good day. 7, 8 decent walleyes, right? One big one, a huge pike, some good eaters. Overall, not a bad day on the ice at all. It's just that we know that the potential that can and does exist here on Mille Lacs, right? It can produce fantastic fishing throughout the winter time, but we really didn't see that today. But at least we got some hook sets in. We kind of got our gears shifted into walleye mode now, and we can start to kind of expand our territory, make some trips up into Ontario here shortly, chase some bigger fish on bigger bodies of water. We're really looking forward to it. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.